Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. I am so excited to catch up with you, Rye. I feel like you had such a fun weekend, and I'm really excited for this week's episode. I think everybody is fully focused and bought in to 2025. So you guys, what we're going to chat about today is winter arc. And so we looked up what winter arc meant, and it's really just getting laser focused on your goals and personal development and doing all of that kind of stuff during the winter months. I know like technically maybe people put it in different, but we're saying winter arc because January through March is a grind, and we are going to make sure we all hold each other accountable to set ourselves up for an amazing summer. So we're going to chat about all things winter arc. So I'm excited. I think it'll be a good episode for all of us. But before we do, Rye, what's in your cup tonight?
Okay, tonight I made something for the happy hour club, and I have to say it might be my favorite happy hour club yet. And that's saying a lot.
That's a bold statement.
So it's really good. It's like refreshing and hydrating and delicious. It involves an orange poppy, and that's all I'll say. You'll have to follow us on Drinks on Us Pod.
And this is mocktail?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, mocktail. You'll be able to make it. I think you probably even already have all the ingredients.
Oh, stop. And the garnish to die.
Yeah, I always mean to buy an orange, and it always ends up being a blood orange, but it still looks cute.
I like blood oranges. I think they have a cuter aesthetic than an orange, to be honest.
Yeah. No, you're right. But what's in your cup?
Oh, I'm boring again. I keep forgetting to think of something fun on the weekends, but I'm due for happy hour club next week, so I promise I'll come up with something better. I just have in my cup tonight an Immunity Fizz, and really I'm just doing that because I love the taste, but I feel like this time of year, and I'm just so go. This has like rosemary, zinc, elderberry, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a healthy girl drink tonight.
That sounds so good. When you said rosemary, it made me remember that over the weekend I was in Sephora, and that like Necessaire brand has a rosemary scented, it was either shampoo or body wash. And I actually loved it.
Wait, do you remember when I was weirdly obsessed with Necessaire and I wanted everything from them?
Yes.
I never got, because they're kind of really expensive.
Yeah.
But it's so bougie that I like need it.
I know. I feel like it would just make me feel good, like having it in my house.
And like look so stunning in the shower.
Right.
Totally. I thought you were going to say it reminded you of when I tried to slay and made a mocktail with thyme, and I ate it the whole episode.
And then Rin started eating it.
It was literally everywhere. It was horrible. I don't know why I don't think I was supposed to do the nice swipe. I think rosemary and thyme are more just for show.
You keep it on the stick.
Yeah, I did a full stuffing, as if I'm making stuffing. Honestly, so on brand for me. Okay, for starters, I just have to, this is so funny to me how I'm sitting. Is it standing out to you that I'm sitting odd?
You just look like you're ready for anything. What's happening?
I'm so propped. Okay, so it's really uncomfortable. This chair is too deep. Yours is not as deep as mine.
It's not.
And I started I look insane. And I'm just like, you know what? The Dew Crew just has to accept that I'm not at my best for the next 3 months, aesthetically, but I'm here. I actually was cracking up before I get into it. Claudia on the Toast was talking about how the healthiest way to sit when you're pregnant is truly spread. That's what her doctor said. And that you're not supposed to technically sit on your bum, but oh, jeez.
The whole studio's going.
My whole studio's crumbling. Wait, is my mic okay? Am I good?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay, jeez. I feel so erect and ready to go. But anyways, you're technically not supposed to sit on your bum at all. Even if you're not pregnant, just in general. That's why a lot of people
have to sit and work.
Well, they're saying that's why everybody sits on their bum, because if not, you're working your abs all day.
Wait, I'm confused. So you're working your abs if you're sitting on your bum.
If you're sitting on how you're supposed to and not on your bum. But us as Americans, we tend to slouch back a little bit because if not, it's a full exercise all day.
Okay.
So anyways, obviously, naturally, especially in slouchy cute chairs, you're sitting back. Anyway, I don't even have pain. It's just incredibly uncomfortable to cross my legs. Mm-hmm. But it's, if in crossing your legs, I heard is just like not great for circulation as you get further along in pregnancy. I'm always crossing my legs. It's a really hard habit to break. But I realize after we film, I feel worse the next day. And I've chalked it up to that I'm crossing my legs. So I have a step stool right at the bottom of my feet that I'm propping my feet up on. And I feel incredibly comfortable. I know I look like a freak.
No, you don't even, I think you're overthinking it. You really don't look like a freak, or you don't look, it's when you sit like that, you're like ready for a roller coaster.
Buddy the Elf.
Rose, just let it like, what if you just joined? We were like spread eagle, like, hey guys,
especially in the army pants. Like, all right, guys, here I am. Like, I just can't. So I'm like, maybe I'll like do something like this.
We just want you to be comfortable, and you look great anyway. Like, just be comfortable. We don't care.
I'm trying. I liked the way I looked pre-pregnancy crossed. I thought it looked nice with this chair, but those days will come later in April. So just letting you guys know, I had to call myself out. And when you see the clips on Instagram, mind your own business. Like, it is what it is.
How are you feeling? Are you sleeping okay with your pregnancy pillow?
Let me tell you, pregnancy pillow is the best thing in the world. I love it. I'm sleeping. I definitely toss and turn, but it's just because I love sleeping on my back, and I still find myself sleeping on my back. And they say if it was really like causing harm or something, your body would wake up. I am not comfortable anymore on my back, which is the upsetting part. Mm-hmm. But I get comfortable enough. I'm sure in the weeks to come it will get harder, but I can't complain. I'm just definitely like, things are growing, you know?
No, when you said April, that's like kind of soon, Rose.
It's so soon. I'm sick about it.
You are? Have you started anything with the nursery?
No, not a thing.
That's okay. You just moved a second ago.
I know. I just feel like the list of things like preparation, but a lot of people who have had children say not until like 32, 33 weeks are they nesting. If you want to like get ahead of the curve, you can. But I'm also completing the nursery and decorating it post baby anyway. So I think after the shower, I'll like, just do the closet and the necessities, and I'll know like what I got, what I need to get. So I think that's when like a nesting will come into play for me. But in the time being, I'm just trying to prep as far as like things I want to like research or know. Which is very daunting.
It's so daunting. And like, honestly, there's so much information out there. So it's probably, like you said, daunting and overwhelming. And I'm just glad that I have you as a resource when it's my turn.
No, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I'm so happy that I'll be able to like just copy and paste my registry over to you and like send you like credible like sourcing, because to your point, it's so great that we have so much knowledge. But it also is like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because it can be like overload. And I think we've talked about this offline, but like, who's credible? Who do we trust? You have to read both sides because you can find anything to support any side of an argument these days.
Exactly.
And I am bummed, which maybe we can chat about this before we talk about our weekends, is I have like an entire baby folder on TikTok. Is that going to go away, or can we still have the app if it goes away for, like I love my folders on TikTok.
No, I love having resources on TikTok, and I'm like kind of sick. And imagine, okay, I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Okay.
Imagine if it was your sole income. Like, a lot of people just like their job is TikTok, and that's how they make all of their money. What are they going to do?
I'm sick. That is so frightening.
Yeah.
And just sad, because I think, the stigma around TikTok, people are like, oh, so sad. But it's like, no, that's someone's life has like totally dependent on TikTok.
Yeah, like I would be panicking. And I was actually just talking to Kate about this. Like on the day, I think it's January 19th or something, on the day TikTok is supposed to be like gone. How are they going to mandate it? Like we all have the app on our phone. Is the app going to disappear? Are they just going to like log us out? Are we still going to have access to our profile? Like I'm just so confused. I feel like we've never experienced anything like this.
I agree, but I think I've heard a few things. And again, if you're listening to this, don't hold me to any of this because I don't know what's true and what's not true. But when is inauguration? The 21st?
Inauguration. I think it's the 20th.
I feel like maybe it'll go away and then Trump will bring it back.
That'd be kind of cool.
Because he doesn't want it to go. And I've heard that the one guy from Shark Tank, not Mark Cuban, but the
Mr.
bald
Wonderful? Kevin
is in like conversation of buying TikTok.
Oh, cool.
So
that's the other thing. Like, is it really going away or is someone going to come in and save the day?
I think someone's going to come in and save the day. I think, and I've also heard, I don't know if this is true, that the ability will just go away to download the app. But if you have the app, you are good. I don't know how that makes any sense if it's like banned, like that doesn't seem like a ban to me. So
yeah,
I don't really know. I, again, would be feeling all sorts of ways if, to your point, like I had a lot of income associated with TikTok, but I'm having a very hard time believing that it's for good.
I know, but like people are acting like it's definitely happening. Like, did our agency send you the text today?
Yes. Oh
so
my
scary.
geez. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is intense. It's like overwhelming, kind of like crippling. I can't imagine if I created a ton of content on there. And I'm so bummed because I feel like we have such a good game plan for like Drinks on Us. And for you, I mean, you have such a following on, I mean, you're lucky you have followings on both. I've always said I'm going to like get into TikTok, but I never have. But like, that's a bummer for you. Like you have such good content and like a community on there. And I feel like you've always said like you enjoy posting the most on TikTok because it's so relaxed.
That is exactly what I was going to say. TikTok is just like fun. It's silly. I'm like most myself on there because I feel like it's not like, I feel like Instagram is so serious and TikTok, I'll just post anything on there because I don't know why. I feel like it's so unserious. But that text our agency said, they were like, download all of your videos, do all this stuff, start posting on your Snapchat. And so now I've been like posting on my Snapchat so much.
But I'm loving.
But I also feel like Snapchat is so unserious. And so I've been like loving just posting every part of my day on Snap.
Wait, I'm like,
why not?
I've got to be your first view every time.
Really?
I love it. It reminds me of like the golden days when we would post on Snapchat. Like Snapchat stories were our way of, remember when that was like the way? I love Snapchat. Good for Snapchat for never falling off.
Snapchat has been here through it all. And it is like so relaxed. I will post anything. Like if you see my stories, like I'll just post anything. It's not aesthetic. It's fun. You should do it.
I love that it's not it doesn't need to be aesthetic.
No.
And for some reason I feel like I don't feel intimidated by Snapchat because it could be pics or videos, where TikTok, it's like, maybe that was what always like prohibited me. It's like, oh, I have to like edit and create a video,
No editing necessary.
None. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Do you have a bunch of drafts? Like, are you a draft girly?
No.
Oh, me either. But I feel like some people have insane amounts of drafts. Like I'll see posts being like, clearing out my drafts for storage. I'm like, what? You got all that in there?
Wow.
So that's scary.
I am just like, is it actually going to happen? And now I like don't want to post on it because what's the point if it's just going away,
Yeah, you should throw up a thing like, the post like follow me on Snap and Insta, just because, I mean, for me, I don't think anyone that's over there like isn't on my
Never know.
Well, yeah, but they'd be like, girly, relax.
No.
I don't know. So is the 19th? It'll be before we film next. No?
Yeah,
right?
the 19th is this weekend because I'm getting my hair done on the 18th, which is Saturday. That's how my mind works.
So dead. Okay, so next time we film, we'll have an update.
Well, no. Okay, this is the last time that we don't know if TikTok is actually getting banned. What is your final guess? Is it actually going away?
I'm going no, and that encompasses that no means it may go away for like a few days or weeks, but it's coming back. Like it will prevail.
Okay. I like that thought process.
What do you think?
I also feel like, watch us both be wrong and it's like nowhere to be found. I feel like it's not going to go away. I feel like someone's going to save it just because there's so much on the line to lose for so many people.
Right? Like company, like there's so many big ballers that I just cannot see a world where, I don't know. I'm like, this would be wild if it really did, because I'm just not understanding why. I know it has to do with like, it's not a American owned company, right? That's like the whole premise of it all. It's just like, why? It's so intense.
Yeah. Like I said, we've never had anything like this happen. So
no, it's crazy. Because I want to hear about your weekend, but maybe to transition into it, how's Kendall feeling about the band? What does she think?
We haven't really actually talked about it.
Oh, that's so on brand for her.
Rose, she came into my house like a wrecking ball. Like, okay, so she came in last week to go to the Cavs game on Thursday. Literally decided like late in the day Wednesday that she was going to come and we were going to go. So it was already last minute, but like so fun. I love it.
So fun.
The last time we went to a Cavs game, it was spontaneous and it was just like the best. So she was going to come in and just stay for like a night. And we had so much fun at the game. And she just ended up staying. Like she wouldn't leave, which is totally fine. I don't mind. But at one point, Kate was like, when's she leaving? And I was like, I don't know. Not that he wanted her to leave because we had so much fun. But I'm glad that she like had a good time and wanted to stay. I think so. She hasn't started school yet. And I think she's bored at home with my parents. So this like 100%. Gave her something to do. She has friends that go here. She like went out with them one night. So we had so much fun, but the girl is a tornado. Like my guest room looked like a bomb went off in it. It looked like she's been living here for months. And at one point, she accidentally shattered a bottle of hot sauce in my driveway, like glass everywhere, red hot sauce all over the snow. I'm like, my neighbors think it's a murder scene.
No. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the worst part, she was wearing my new sweatpants from Good American and got hot sauce on them. So that's when I almost texted my mom, like, ready to give her back now.
Get her out. Send her back. She is just all gas, no brakes. You know, that's just her.
I know. But like we also just like laughed the whole time. Like she's hysterical.
She is. You just need that kind of energy sometimes, like weekends where you are around someone who just like truly doesn't give an F.
No, she's so
such
funny.
A yes girl.
She says yes to life.
I love that about her.
So yeah, as much as I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is in my space, I was so sad when she left. We just had like the best time.
I really like think you might be making an impact on her post-college decision of where she'll live. I think so. Like I mean, obviously she says she's going to move everywhere she, is, but there's something comforting about having your sister close by, even if she's like not right on top of you, but like, something different than Pittsburgh, still close. You never know if your other sister might end up there because of, relationships and stuff like that. So I could see it. Maybe she'll like bump around out west and realize she doesn't want to be that far from family and then come to Ohio. I mean, how much of a sleigh would it be that you got your whole family to go to Ohio?
Wait, I would be so lit. But
sorry, I don't want to like hype you up in case it doesn't happen, but I'm manifesting for you.
I was going to say, watch them all move to Ohio and then Cade gets offered a job somewhere else and we have to move.
Okay.
That's very possible.
That's actually so possible. And now I can't imagine.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I had a great weekend.
So did you have plans that like got thrown to shreds, or did you have a chill weekend in your plan?
No, we had like no plans this weekend, which worked out.
Yeah.
And, we like stayed in, we went out. I showed her around some cute shopping areas. We did Pilates. So yeah, it ended up working out.
That's so fun. My weekend was so relaxed and fun. I like did some stuff with family and friends, but I had a good combination of like being home as well. Like resting. I really don't have much to report on for my weekend. I'm trying to think, any highlights?
You saw Blaine and Hannah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so Blaine came down for the day and it was so fun. I hadn't seen Banks since he was, I think, 4 months. So I saw him like at 3 weeks, 3 or 4 months. And last time I saw Blaine in person was when I told her I was pregnant. Isn't that crazy?
That was like so long ago.
Yeah, it was in September, I think.
That's
or
crazy.
October, maybe. I don't know. One of those 2 months. But I talked to her. We video chat with her every day that it didn't feel like it had been that long, but seeing how much different Banks was crazy.
He looks so grown up.
He's so grown up, and seeing just him interact with Carson, and it was such a great day. I loved it. And obviously, like, I was getting a bunch of tips and like we were chatting all things parenthood and transitions. And it's nice because I can relate to Blaine because like she had a baby like same time of year, like weather-wise around the same place as me. So yeah, it was a blast and it was a really good weekend. So that's really all I have to report on. Trying to think what else I want to chit-chatty about before we get into what's in our cart. Anything?
Can you believe the wildfires in California?
I really can. It's incredibly hard for me to consume any of the content. I know it's necessary, but it's beyond devastating. And, you know, living in a place where like hurricanes. That sounded like the wrong word. We were talking about it with Ryan's family, like obviously earthquakes, but like tornadoes, hurricanes, and fires. They're all so different, but there's something so chilling about a fire that like once it starts and how fast it can start and how it can, I was telling you, one of my mentors in Arbonne in the fires that happened in November, it by the grace of God stopped a few houses before her, but her house is still like has soot and the air quality, like she can't live in her house because of like a bunch of different reasons and insurance. So it's like, yes, you're so blessed if your house is still standing, but it's not like you just get to go back to normal life either.
Right.
I just cannot believe, without like getting so far into it, but like how much their state has failed them in preparation.
It's so awful. Like,
it's awful.
And I like, once you watch one video, it's like all that's on your timeline. So I've just been seeing so much and it makes my heart hurt. And can you imagine having to leave your house in a moment's notice and take everything? Like, you don't know if your house is going to be there or not. Like, so what do you take?
What do you take? Like, are you prepared? Do you have like an emergency bag? Do you have like a valuable like grab? Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, my valuables are like spread into different boxes. Like I have a wedding one. I have like a growing up one. Like I'm almost like, should I do like prep? Because it's so, and I know it's different, but still it is so devastating. And I just, the animals breaks my heart, but also just the lack of humanity. Like, I don't care if people have privilege and money, like they're still losing their home and their memories. And I just feel bad for everyone. And at this point, isn't it like supposed to ramp up? It's like still not very contained. When like weeks later, I believe the winds are supposed to make another round of LA.
That is so awful. I just like I can't wrap my head around it.
I saw this clip, you may have seen it, of like Joe Rogan speaking with someone. It's like a way old podcast of his, and he basically is this guy. I forget who says it, either Joe Rogan or the guy, and he says we're just lucky, but like there is going to be the recipe that lines up, and one day like California is going to just burn.
He said that?
Right. It is the freakiest video. He was like, the wind is going to hit a certain way, and it's not going to, like, no one's going to know what to do. And I guess I don't know. I'll have to find the clip. It was wild. I'm so devastated. I'm so sad. Even just like there's schools and preschools and parks and grocery stores, like it is going to, the videos you see are like, it looks fake. Mm-hmm. It looks fake.
Yeah. I saw this one video of this man, he like had horses with him and there was a fire in the background. And he's like, yeah, I had to let most of my horses just run free.
No, right. Don't tell me that.
I can't. That's so sad.
Oh my God. I saw one, and then we have to move on because I will actually start crying.
We'll start crying.
But this, I saw two. One where this guy's like running out of his house because it's catching on fire, and he couldn't find his cat.
No.
And I know. And the firefighter came running through the smoke with the cat, and the guy is beside himself. Like all in that moment, he was like, I didn't care about anything other than this cat. And I saw this other one of this guy going back to his property like 5 days after the fire hit, and his puppa was there.
Was he okay?
He was alive, but like he was there just like surviving, like so scared.
Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Thank God the dog was alive, but can you imagine how scared it was?
5 days.
Oh my gosh, stop. I'm going to think about that for the rest of the night.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll show you it. It's like, it has a good ending. I don't want to see it. Okay. I won't then. It's so sad. So my heart and prayers and thoughts and all the things go out to California.
Yes.
Whew. Okay. Can you lighten the mood
down?
Yeah, please lighten it. But it was necessary for us to comment on it because it's like a catastrophic event that we'll never forget.
Yeah.
Okay. What's in your cart?
Anyways. Okay. Let's talk about what's in our cart. Okay. Oh, I restocked my Boca toothpaste. I wanted to tell you that.
So we're signed, sealed, and delivered on it.
Yeah, I love it. It's good. Clean. It's minty. It's great.
Okay. Slide.
And then I wanted to talk randomly about my Tupperware because for Patreon, one of my Patreon videos this month, I'm doing like a grocery haul meal prep video. I filmed it yesterday. And it reminded me to bring up my glass Pyrex Tupperware because it is, the most used thing in this house.
Wait, I just have to tell you, like, I am kind of scared about our brains because Ryan and I literally, we have one set of glass Tupperware, and we literally have on our list, buy more glass Tupperware. So this is weird. And I'm going to click your link. Every day. Is it perfect for like self-serve lunching? Because that's what I do for like leftovers for Ryan for work.
Yes. So we got like a variety pack, honestly, years ago. And it is still like perfect to this day. It's so durable and it snaps on.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I love it. So I will link it because I think everyone needs it, especially for like meal prep or lunches. Yes. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was, I don't know if you guys can see on the video, but my nails are so ratchet right now. I had an epiphany the other day and ripped off all of my fake nails. Didn't want them anymore. And my nails underneath were like so damaged. And so I've just been walking around like a freaking scary person with my nails looking like this. No. But I want to start doing that builder gel.
Bob the Builder gel. Okay, right. All right. Bob the Builder gel.
Why did I say that?
Okay. Yes. She's going full rogue on us, guys.
I meant builder gel.
Okay.
Builder gel.
Tell the audience about builder gel.
Bob the Builder gel. Okay. I don't really understand what it is. So the
Me
reason
either.
I'm bringing this up because I want advice. If you guys do your own nails at home, what builder gel are we using? How do I do it? What do I need? And please just like send me product links because I can't keep walking around with my nails like this. Thanks.
I'm so excited to watch this journey because I would love to be that girl. Are you good at painting your nails?
Not really, but I also am like, I feel like it'll save so much money
and time.
And time. Yes, I hate going to get my nails done. It takes forever. So hopefully I can just it can't be that hard, right?
I also feel like it's so funny because Riley and I and our girlfriends, we all like realized that we were going through like weird nail things like in different ways. And I have like just gotten my nails really short, and I feel so Hain with short because it's just so foreign to me. But it's just kind of, I feel like I need to prep because long nails is just not going to work for like having a newborn, you know?
You have great natural nails. Like, even though those are short for you, like they're still very lengthy and like elongated. My natural nails just suck. And I remember one time saying, I will always have my nails done. Like, my natural nails are so ugly.
Yeah.
And I still believe my natural nails are ugly. I just like couldn't take having the fake ones on anymore. I don't know.
Well, and maybe like, you know, you're giving it a go. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but at least you're giving it an effort. And I think it could be a incredibly financially healthy of you.
Oh my gosh, how financially healthy of me.
I love that for you. Did you have a financially healthy weekend? Are you sticking strong?
Yeah, we did. Kate made us dinner a lot. Like, we didn't really eat out all that much.
Slay.
So yeah, I did. Good for me.
Good for you.
But tell us about your cart.
Okay, so I forgot to tell, I have a couple more things from Christmas that through the next couple weeks I'm going to like filter in. One being that I officially converted to the BrewMate.
Yay! And you love it.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love the look of it. I like cleaning it. I love that it locks. And I just like the sturdiness of the cup, but also the straw. Like, I'm not as like worried about, I don't know. I love it. I also love the color I got.
I'm obsessed with the color you got. Is your straw silicone?
The top, and then once it's in the cup, it's metal.
Yes. Okay, that's the one I have. And I have to reiterate how amazing this cup is because I accidentally left it at the yoga studio over the weekend. And I'm like dying without it. So sad.
What color do you have again?
It's like dark mauve-y purple.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one before. So I'm going to link it because even if you love your water bottle, I think getting a new fresh one at the beginning of the year is like nice. I don't know. Sometimes it's time.
Yeah. And it can't hurt to have more than one because if you leave your other one at the yoga studio, you'll have a backup. Or just like if you're putting it in the dishwasher, you need one in the meantime. It's nice to have options.
I agree. Second thing is, so actually I got that as part of my Secret Santa. My Secret Santa was Carrie, and she got me that. Aww. And she also got me, have you seen anything about the Sophia Richie Grange Amazon collection she started?
No.
Yes. She has some for women's, but also for kids.
So perfect for her.
Right. And it's so on brand for her. But I had been seeing really great things about her PJs. She has like, you know, just the classic cute PJs, and she got me a set of her PJs, and I love them.
Wait, that's so amazing. And they're from Amazon.
They're from Amazon. They're so buttery and they're cute. They're nothing fancy. It's just like a creamy with like a black trim, but it's like a classic one to have. Yeah. So I'm going to link that as well. If you guys are like in the market, I feel like that one really does the job. Okay. And the last thing in my cart is is it called Tasman Ugg slipper? Like the one that we all have?
I think so.
Okay. You guys know what I mean. The one with like the little Aztec circle around where you put your foot in. I absolutely love mine, and I wear mine. I've worn mine outside, but I've kind of converted them back, like washed them and made them like an indoor shoe. But it's been 2 years and they're completely flat.
Oh, really?
You know,
I
like
hate when that happens.
Not the UGG, just the fur. And so I'm like, I think I need to treat myself because the laminate floors and just like it's so hard on my feet. I don't know if your house does that to you, but I want to invest in like treat myself. So I'm like, should I just get another UGG, or is there anything else out there that we feel like suffices for like an indoor slipper where I can like have support, but it's maybe a little bit cheaper?
I feel like there are things out there, but UGG is just like great quality.
I know.
So,
right? So I'm like, maybe I'll like, because when I go on coffee runs or like just to go, if I was going to Pilates, because you don't wear shoes, like I would wear those slippers. Like I think they're in style enough, but maybe I like graduate my old ones to be like outdoor, because I want to keep one that's like strictly indoor, you know?
yeah, they get to go back out in the wild.
Yeah, they've earned their stripes back out. So I'll let you guys know, but I just think too, like being on my feet and like maybe it'd be like a nice treat for me leading up to having a baby.
Oh, I think you totally deserve that. Treat
Okay.
yourself.
I know, financially healthy, treat myself.
No, but this is like for your literal well-being.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll browse around. If anybody has any suggestions of one that could suffice or that you love that maybe is a little bit better on the bank, let a girl know. If not, I'll let you guys know when I pull the trig.
Yeah, keep us updated on your choice.
I will.
Okay, well, should we get into the main segment?
Let's do it.
Okay, so like Rose said at the beginning of the episode, we are going to talk about everything we're doing in our winter arc to prepare for an amazing hot girl summer, mind and body and all the things. And so we looked up what winter arc meant before the episode when we were like trying to come up with what we wanted to chat about. And according to Google, it's like a way to hone in on your goals and personal development in the last 3 months of the year. But to me, the last 3 months of the year, we're like gearing up for Christmas. I'm not really like focused on my like personal goals, really.
No.
Yeah. So I feel like our winter arc at Do is more so this time of year, like January, February, March, even April, just like really getting set into our goals and into a good routine. So what are some habits that we should start doing right now?
Okay, yeah. So Riley and I got a list together. We're going to like run through them. But if you're like a type A girly, obviously if you're not driving when you're listening, you can jot this down because you can slowly implement. You know, we love habit stacking. So we're not saying like you need to do all of these things in one day, but use the next 3 to 4 months to really set yourself up for success. So I think the first one we have on our list is so important, and it's prioritizing exercising every day.
I didn't do this today, but I really want to do a midday walk because I'm sitting and like sometimes when I get in the zone for work and there's just always so much to do, like I don't get up for a long time and my aura rings like time to stretch your legs. So I really want to take even just like a 15-minute walk every single day during work.
Love
and
that.
That's in addition to like, obviously that's not my workout for the day, but just like movement. It's not good to sit all day. We were just saying it's not good to sit on your bum.
Exactly. We can't be on our bums. I, since moving, have not been in a good walking routine, and I'm just still like figuring out my workout routine as well. But I agree. I think like figuring out what time works for your schedule, it can change every day, but like even to Riley's point, like 10 minutes in the morning or afternoon or evening, like whatever it is. And when we say exercise every day, at least for me, like I'm not doing a full-blown workout every single day, but even walking or stretching or doing something that you're prioritizing your body, and that can be for 10, 15 minutes, but like just prioritizing that for a few minutes every day in some capacity sets you up for success to feel good inside and out.
Yes. And I feel like honestly, like even if you do it during the workday, it kind of resets your brain. Like work can be so overwhelming. You can get so like into it that you do need that break to kind of like walk away from your desk for a couple minutes and then sit down, and like it helps me work harder almost.
So for the girls in the cold, are we walking outside or are we like walking pad treadmill?
I am walking my treadmill. It was 16 degrees today. Like I let Truly out to go to the bathroom and her little paws were so cold she ran back to the door. Like I can't even take her for a walk.
Oh,
I know,
see,
it's bad.
that's a bummer. I think everyone deserves a walking pad or tread.
I agree.
Like, some people don't have time to bundle up for 10 minutes, you know? So
No.
you're going to have to either walk your house or get a tread.
I would say I feel like walking pads are not expensive.
Yeah, you can get one for a couple $100, right?
I think even less than that. Or maybe not. I don't know.
But yeah, I even want to get a walking pad because sometimes it's just easier and like you can do other things while you're on your pad.
Right.
Okay.
On the pad.
Okay. So next, kind of on the same trend, is making sure we're getting enough quality sleep.
Yes. I'm so annoying. I've made my Aura Ring my whole personality. So I'm really sorry, guys.
Give them an update. Because last week you were saying you didn't feel like you had it set up. How has the week progressed for you?
I'm obsessed with my sleep score. I look at it when I wake up every single morning.
Is it not the best?
It's the best. And I've got Cade. I've trained him to be on a good schedule. We go upstairs at 9 and we wind down. So like no overhead lights.
Yes.
And like whenever I have a good sleep score, I'm like, I feel amazing all day. I'm ready to go.
What's your best so far?
Like high 90s.
Slay. I've never got 100. I don't even know if that's possible.
I feel like it's probably not possible.
But like high 90s is incredible.
Yeah. But on the contrary, it's like when you get a not so good sleep score, it's like you're thinking about that all day.
Wait until you have like a bachelorette or a wedding weekend and then you have an early flight the next day. Your Aura Ring will literally like they yell at you.
Oh gosh, maybe I won't wear it.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny at the same time, you know? But yes, I think prioritizing quality sleep starts with how you prep for bed, to your point, like unwinding, having a nighttime routine. It doesn't have to be anything extensive, but making sure that you realize sleep is just as important as exercise and the other things that we prioritize a lot easier.
What do you do to get a good night's sleep? Well, it's probably a little different now.
I know. All of this, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm like trying my best, but it's, you know, a little bit different. Excuse me. Actually, Ryan and I were just talking about this when we were like talking about our new year. I'm trying to, I think I said this on resolutions, but to like be off of my phone at least Monday through Friday, or like Monday through Thursday. Cause like the weekend's a little bit different, you know, like we're up later, but to be off my phone by 8 and whatever we're doing, but then we normally try to stretch to like wind down because I'm so bad at stretching. And then we read a couple chapters in our Bible and that like winds us down. And then we like get ready for bed and we're in bed.
Love it. I love reading before bed. Yeah.
It's that one is like very like we do it together, but maybe catch me in a few months. Maybe my winter arc will bring out my Kindle. But I struggle with a nighttime routine. Sometimes I'm like really productive or creative at night. And so if you're someone like me, it's hard. So it doesn't have to be anything extensive. Like even just to Riley's point, turning your overhead lights off or treating yourself to like a tea or something that like triggers your brain. Like it's time to focus on sleep.
Yes. Something that I learned from the Gracie Norton Wellness Her Way podcast was she said like do an essential oil to like get your body ready for sleep. And I tried it and it made me break out. But I did get a Primally Pure body wash from my Secret Santa. And the scent is like clean and calming. And so I've been just using it when I shower before bed. And the scent like even winds me down.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Maybe I'll have to try it. It's funny you said that. I put a Primally Pure like baby kit for the baby. That's what I want to wash the baby with.
Wait, that's perfect. Yeah. I didn't realize they had baby stuff, but that makes sense.
Did you hear that loud thump?
No, what was it?
Ran into the wall while he was trying to get cozy.
I see him getting cozy back there. He's really digging.
Yeah, he's digging. What was I going to say? Are we diffusing in the house or no? Like, is that like ship sailed?
Well, I was. And then Kate and Kendall said my diffuser smells like a cat litter box.
Stop.
But it doesn't. I swear it doesn't.
Did Kate tell you he didn't like it before, or did he just agree with Kendall?
He kept saying he didn't like it. And then Kendall said it smelled like a litter box. And like it's literally Primally Pure warm cinnamon something. It does not smell like a litter box.
That is so rude of them. They just don't get it. Like, we're out here trying to save everyone. You know, we're trying.
Yeah, so the diffuser is going to have to be like diffused when Cade's on away trips.
Yes, okay, that's fair. That'll be like one good thing to look forward to, you know?
Yeah, my diffuser.
Okay, so kind of sticking on the health is protein. Making sure we're getting, like, the answer is just always more protein, which is sometimes easier said than done. But what would you say your tips are to help someone ensure they're focusing on protein?
Okay. I mean, might be obvious, maybe not. Make sure you're eating protein in every single meal. Like your meal should revolve around some sort of protein. So if you're snacking during the day, have it be some kind of protein. I feel like I probably said this on the podcast, but like a couple weeks ago, I tracked my protein one day and I was like, not like I thought I was eating enough protein and I wasn't. So I feel like just always adding more no matter what.
Isn't it a bummer though?
Hurt.
Like,
it's so hard to eat enough protein.
I think about protein in every meal. So when I'm not tracking, I'm like, oh, you know, protein, good. But then if you actually take the time to log it, you're like baffled at how little it is. It's eating enough protein and eating a lot of protein is hard. And we're not saying either of us are perfect, but just being cautious of, to our point, like focusing on protein snacks or what protein you're having with dinner and like building your meal around it. I like that tip. I think building your meal around the protein or just some sort of protein, it's hard.
It's really hard. Something that helps me though is always having things on hand like chomp sticks or meat sticks.
Good one.
Adding cottage cheese any way you can. I made a breakfast casserole this week and I put cottage cheese in it. You can't even taste it. And so yeah, like little things, just adding it in wherever you can.
I love that. Maybe drop that breakfast casserole because I've been trying to like do like some sort of meal prep for like something easy as a snack or my breakfast or whatever. Because I'm sure if we have new listeners, but Riley, I'm assuming you still do this. That's why you prepped it, is like you don't have time to make a breakfast in the morning. So you prep it. So that would be a tip for people too. If like you don't have time, just take the time on Sunday to prep something so you don't have to think about it. That's always helpful.
Yes. You guys will see in my meal prep video, I have the casserole recipe and you'll see like everything we meal prep. It is a lifesaver. Because if not, then you find yourself eating like fast meals or eating chips because you don't have anything prepared. So it's just very helpful.
100%. And I will say too, if meal prepping extra is like daunting, maybe pick something like a breakfast and prep that. And something I do is I prep for dinner. I do 4 servings and then it's Ryan and I's lunch for the next day. So if that's easier for you, like whatever works for you, I think just setting yourself up by planning, because what do they say? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail or whatever. Okay. So that's protein. And then, fostering connections with your friends and family.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's so easy, especially over here in the, cold and dreary days to have like seasonal depression and just like be dreadful during these months, honestly. So having, daily conversations with your friends, checking in on your family and just like connecting with your people in your circle, one, it helps you foster, those connections. And I just feel like you're never alone. You can always have someone to chat to or vent to. So I feel like that's very important.
It is. And I think it's, even if you're someone that's so schedule oriented, just like being like, okay, like I'm going to call my mom on this day and check in and make sure I'm like caught up on my group chat on this day or in the mornings, like you even can schedule it in if it feels daunting to you. Cause sometimes for me, if I don't, if I get caught up in it, then it like derails my schedule or vice versa. I am so on my schedule that I fall so behind on either. So I can use this to my advantage. I could work on balancing that better.
Mm-hmm. And it also helps you be accountable if you're like talking about your goals or your habits with your friends, and like just accountability as well.
Agreed. Okay, so we have small habits and routines to help each day have focus. I think this is just like small little things to help you focus on, I don't know, this is hard for me to explain, but in my brain it makes sense. Can you help the crowd understand?
No, I agree. Like doing small things each day to set you up to have a productive day. We all have to-do lists that are mile long. Like for me, if I roll out of bed and just roll into work in my pajamas, like I will not have a productive day. I need to wake up, like move my body. So it's hard to wake up earlier, but it sets my day up so much better. So something little like that really helps me.
Or like if you are struggling with seasonal depression, you're like, that is prohibiting you from like having the mentality to be like in your winter arc era or whatever, is like what's something little, like, oh, you're going to have your tea at the end of the night, or you meal prepped like a healthy dessert, or you, I don't know, watched your show. If you get your whole to-do list done, like your watch, like little rewards, I think help you sometimes like focus throughout the day to get to your finish line.
I'm such a reward girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I do this, then I can have my snack. Or like, if I do this, then I can scroll my Instagram.
Yeah. Like, and I think it's good though, because it helps you, like you're incredibly like regimented.
I like to think so.
You are, but I think because you have like your schedule, it's like, you know exactly what your day is going to look like. And it has rewards built into it that keep you going.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so going off of that is kind of the same thing as having things to look forward to on the weekend. I think when I encompassed the winter arc, I kind of was also focusing on the seasonal depression aspect, because I think a lot of people fall into like, let me just get to summer and figure it out. So I wanted to include a few things that help you keep going, like to do the motivating things that we talked about at the beginning. So like maybe on the weekend, whether it's a fun thing or it's like a productive thing that it's daunting to you, like decluttering your closet on Saturday. And then you get to go to like the movies or something, like, or, you know, like you were really excited that one weekend to go to Aloe because like, you know, like little things like that. It, to me, maybe your brains don't work like this, but I know for Riley and I, it's how our brains work. It like helps us focus on like being disciplined and doing the stuff Monday through Friday.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it also is so easy to stay in your house because it's so dark so early and it's so cold and you don't want to go out. But like going to a new restaurant or going to a sporting event, like a basketball game, gets you out of the house. You have so much fun, but wash your hands because that norovirus is going around.
Oh, yeah.
I was being psychotic to Kate and Kendall over the weekend. Like, wash your hands every time we get back. I heard it's awful.
I have heard really bad things as well. Yeah, we're washing our hands. We're staying hygienic, which we have two more, and one kind of goes in with like the hygiene. But before, we talked about this, I think last week, but is like baking or cooking new things. So that kind of goes along with your meal prepping or your more protein. Like it doesn't have to be every day, but maybe like one new recipe a week, or make like a protein dessert or something. I think that being creative and having fun in the kitchen is always inspiring.
Yes, definitely. I love that.
And then last kind of goes along with what you're saying, like clean, just like getting into a good routine, taking care of yourself. I think us as girls, we're always looking for ways to amplify our self-care. So, you know, nails and facials and all that like stuff where you go out is great, but like what even can you do at home? Like little habits that you'll notice come summer, like, I don't know, doing a scalp serum every week or once a month, or a facial at home, or, you know, a face mask. I mean, so what are a few things we could tell them as far as like self-care that you find that now are part of your habit that makes such a difference?
I've been loving that Biodance collagen mask. I do it. Well, I try to do it once a week. So like even just adding that, and you feel so much better. Like when your skin's glowing, you feel good.
What was I going to say? Oh, I have been dry brushing before the shower.
I want to start dry brushing. Do you love it?
I love it. If you're going to, you have to get the Skinny Confidential.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'm so annoyed when it's time to shower because I'm like, oh, I just want to get in. But all I really do is my legs and then like my back. I mean, can't really do much else. But even just doing like my upper legs, it just, whether it's doing something or not, it just makes me feel good,
I heard it's amazing for lymphatic drainage. My one friend said she gets a lymphatic drainage massage like every month, which I would love to do if it's not in the budget. So I think I'll just go the dry brush route.
I'm the same way. But also too, you guys know the tips right above your collarbones, ... dot around. Like, I don't know.
What does that do? I never knew that.
Opens up your lymphatics. And maybe when you're doing your skincare, always like end by like draining it out is what my esthetician said.
Wow.
So like maybe ... a little bit, do your skincare, and then like maybe just take the product down at the end. And maybe that just will help your face. Maybe we can all do that winter arc.
I'm adding it to my list.
Yeah, I try to do that too because I was like, how do I stop the puffiness of the face during pregnancy? Because remember I was talking about like gua sha or what do I want to do? Mm-hmm. And she was saying, when you get a facial, you probably notice I like open it up and like end every technique like by ending there. So she's like, so you can do that. It's not like a permanent fix, but it helps move things around.
It's crazy because your face is not puffy. Do you do that?
I try. It's not like an everyday, but I try to remember.
That's really good advice.
So just things like that. Like I know scalp health is in, face mask, like little things like that. I am always someone who like has big plans for this, but kind of falls short. So I would like to take my own advice on this.
Same. Let's all do it. We'll hold each other accountable.
Okay. So that's our winter arc. I'm ready.
Yay. I know. I'm feeling inspired after this list.
And your Patreon is so on brand for like, it's gonna, if you need that extra push and someone to like inspire you. Oh, also, I know we're getting into Girls Room, but like if TikTok does go, like Patreon, we're still here.
Oh yeah, Patreon's still here. That's so true. We have nothing to worry about.
It's like our TikTok, long form TikTok.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Let's go to Girls Room.
Okay, Girls Room is our advice segment. It's completely anonymous. We're going to do 3 submissions today. First one. Hi girls, Happy New Year. I wanted your opinions on a bachelorette party I was invited to. I believe I was the only one invited that's not in the bridal party. I'm really honored I was invited to the party trip, but a little piece of me is worried it will be awkward or I'll feel like I'm on the outside, especially since I haven't seen the girl in so long. I do plan on going to the wedding and do want to spend time with her. Would you be hesitant to go? Why or why not? Thanks. Okay. I feel like your feelings are justified. However, if she didn't have to invite you. So if she invited you, she genuinely wants you there and you will have so much fun once you're there. Like I understand being a little anxious, not being in the bridal party. I recently went to a bachelorette where I wasn't in the bridal party, but I went along with a couple other people who weren't. So I had at least those people, but I think that you will have so much fun if you do decide to go.
I am echoing Riley. I think I don't remember ever being at a bachelorette where it's like bridesmaids, like,
That's
it's just
so
whoever's
true.
there. We're all celebrating. We're all friends. And it's going to make the wedding that much more fun because you're going to build these relationships with the girls. And just to echo Riley's point, like she definitely wants you to be there. So I think the bride will make sure that it's not like you're not in the wedding type. Like, I don't think it will be that. Again, I get it. And it's always so nerve wracking doing something uncomfortable, but you will not regret it. So I say go for sure.
Agreed. Okay. Next one. Hi, Rose and Rye. My office has a staff room with cubicles, and I recently got to move my desk. It's a better location, but now the problem is I sit next to a smoker. Though I could smell her where I sat prior, after moving my desk, I realized it smells even worse. Any office-friendly ideas of how I can get rid of the smell? For reference, our backs are to each other when we're working, and her desk is probably about 10 yards from me. Thank you in advance. What do we say? 10 yards.
got to get a Puro.
In the office?
100%.
Is there a plug by her desk? Probably.
There's got to be one around.
Definitely Puro. You're right.
And maybe like a little, what's it called? An isolating fan? Or what are they called? Oscillating.
Oscillating. Wait, yeah, just blow it away.
Like just a little one, and you could just say, I don't know, is that rude?
No, I mean, she doesn't want to be breathing in her smoke all day.
I'd say get an oscillating fan, like nothing obnoxious, like not like a 4-foot thing.
Yeah.
Just a little one, and I don't know, come up with, like, look up benefits of oscillating fans and just blame it on something else.
Yes, I would say do what you can, because that's like, who wants to work all day smelling smoke? Like that probably gives you a headache too.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, so if all of that is not going to work, you just simply have to move your desk again.
Yeah, you can't. Does anyone else in the office, like, are you the only one that can smell it? Like, what does everyone else do?
And like, it's just her, like just her body smells that bad. Ooh.
I feel like when you smoke, it like lingers on like your hair and your clothes.
Oh,
Shoot.
That is so unfortunate. Well, that would be our tips. And don't feel like you're being extra if you do request to move again, because it is, you spend so much time at work. Like it would be worth being that girl.
Yeah, and it's your own health. And I would say having a worse desk location, I would take that over having to have like a better location, but smelling smoke all day.
Agreed.
Shoot, I'm sorry. That's so annoying.
Bummer.
Okay, last one. Hey, Rose and Rye, this is literally my fave pod ever. You have no idea. I'm 24 and I'm starting nursing school next year, and I am scared of feeling too old/behind and can't help but wish I started earlier. Do you have any tips on how I can look at it in a different light or stop the little voice in my head? I know there will be people of all different ages, but can't help the feeling. I want to embrace the journey and I'm excited, but nursing school can be cliquey and I'm worried about making friends. Love you. Well, first of all, good for you for starting nursing school. That is amazing. And you should be so proud of yourself for going for it. I honestly, I feel like you need to take your own advice. You said there's people of different ages and you understand that not everyone's going to be super young, and that's okay. And it's your life. Be where your feet are. That's what we were saying last week.
Be where your feet are. Oh my gosh, Ryan, I'm so glad you remembered to say that. I think it's all just a mindset switch. It's like you should be so proud that you're going for it and not settling into something else or whatever the case may be. And you're so young. You're so young.
Yeah,
I think
24. I wish I was 24.
I know.
That's
I heard
young.
that and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
young thing. I really don't think, and if people are so judgy about your age and excluding you, those just aren't your people regardless.
Yeah.
You will find the people that you're meant to be friends with or that are meant to come in your life through this experience, but just be proud of yourself and just know that you're there for a reason. You're going to meet the right people for a reason. And I'm excited for you. I think you're doing it again at such a young age to set yourself up for such a great career.
Mm-hmm. Love that. I agree. If people are being rude and cliquey, they're not your friends anyways.
Right? That's just because what is the normal age? 21?
I'm not 100% sure. 24, I feel like is you are fine, girl.
Yeah, you're fine. You're going to crush it.
Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, feel free to share this podcast with your friends and family. Follow, subscribe, follow the Patreon, all the things.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to cheers and leave us with Rye. We forgot to say really quickly that we took your guys' advice and we're officially in season 2. We're going to do yearly seasons so you guys can find stuff easier in our journey, whether it's episodes or carts or things like that. Sorry, I got a squirrel
and
moment
a mini
there.
rebrand.
Oh, and a mini rebrand coming. Yes. So I'm cheersing just to the winter arc being our best 3 months, best start for the Do Crew, and we're going to crush it all together. And of course, you guys, we will see you same time, same place next week. And we love you guys so much. Have the best week.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.